evening, Africa. So South Africa is in the news headlines again. And no, not because Trevor Noah told another joke about load shedding. This time it's the police. Yeah, apparently the criminals are already wearing their uniforms. This week, KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nanala Makwananzi testified that a government-backed probe saying South Africa's police and justice system have been infiltrated by criminal syndicates. Which, honestly, is like finding out you're the dietitian on the donut soap. Yeah. Hey, Gilbert here from Let's Feed Africa, and I would like to request you just to take a second and click that subscribe button so that you don't miss any news updates. So, we make news fun. It's Let's Feed Africa, and let's build Africa together. Thank you. Makonan says some top politicians and police officials are working with the drug cartels and interfering in police investigations. Yeah, South Africans heard that and went, wait, so you're telling us corruption is real? Next you tell us yes, it involves meat. Yeah. Now, to be fair, South Africa has always had the highest crime rates in the world. Yeah, it's the only country where the GPS doesn't say,
you have arrived at your destination.
It says, lock the door and pray. Yeah. But this is different because for the first time, a top cop is saying it out loud. Yeah, usually when a cop says we are working with the criminals, they usually mean we are chasing them, not we are coupling to work together. And the President Cyril Ramaphosa was shocked. He immediately appointed a commission of inquiry because nothing strikes fear into organized crime like a PowerPoint presentation and 18 months of paperwork. Yeah. You know, South Africa takes commissions seriously because we have had commissions for everything. Yeah, like commission of state capture, COVID corruption, load shedding, and my favorite, why Eskom can't even charge its own phones. And now we have a commission on Cops Gone Wild, coming soon on Netflix because honestly, it will get a better rating than even the parliament. Yeah. And while Makonanzi was giving his opening statement, he said the criminal justice system has been under continuous sabotage and it could total collapse if nothing is done. Total collapse? Yeah, South Africans heard that and went, oh good. So like Eskom, SAA, and my cousin's marriage? But let's be honest, it's not easy being a police officer in South Africa because the stress is too high. The police motto isn't to protect and serve anymore. Yeah, it is to stress and collect bribes. Yeah. Even the uniforms are confused. Half of the officers wear blue, the other half wears gold chains and good shades like they're auditioning for a hip-hop music video. When you get pulled over, you're not sure if it's for overspeeding or they're just trying to sell you a cocaine at a discount. Yeah. And the worst part is, these guys are accusing each other like full-on officer drama. Makonanzi is basically the whistleblower at a very toxic office. Yeah, imagine working with the people so shady that the HR department carries handcuffs. Parliament is even investigating his claims, which is cute. Because Parliament investigating a corruption is like a cat investigating who ate the fish while licking its own whiskers. Yeah. But here's the real twist. If Makonanzi is right, the criminal didn't infiltrate the police. The police was the one which infiltrated the criminals. Yeah, simple. Simple logic, right? Yeah, like an undercover operation, they just forgot to come back. Yeah. Sergeant, are you still undercover with the drug cartels? Undercover? I'm the CEO now. Yeah. So, what's the solution? Maybe they should do what South African TV reality does. Just vote them off each week. Yeah. Tonight on Survivor SAPS, who gets immunity? And who gets arrested? Or even better, just make all the corrupt cops wear a bright pink. That way when they pull you over, you know, oh, okay, that one is just for a bribe, not a real arrest. Yeah, either way, Makonanzi deserves a credit. It takes guts to admit that your own department is corrupt. Yeah, most people won't even admit that their WhatsApp groups are toxic. Yeah. So thank you, Commissioner, and please stay safe because if half of your colleagues are criminals, the office Christmas party must be really, really terrifying. Yeah. And that is the update from South Africa, where the police are investigating criminals and also updating their LinkedIn profiles to include criminals. We'll be right after the break, assuming the entire justice system hasn't totally collapsed by then. I'm Gilbert Drapari and this is the Let's Feed Africa. Thank you for watching. Good evening, Africa. Welcome to the Let's Feed Africa. Tonight, our big story. Ghana officially joined We Don't Know These People Either club by becoming one of the latest African countries to receive the third country nationals deported by the United States. Yeah, America basically played return to sender with people that were not even from Ghana. And guess what? Ghana still opened the package. Yeah. Apparently 14 people, 13 Nigerians and 1 Gambian woke up on US detention center strapped in a straitjacket and flown out on US military cargo plane. Cargo plane! Because nothing says due process like being kidnapped at 3 a.m. on a plane that usually carries tanks. Yeah. They were not even told where they were going until hours into the flight. Imagine going to sleep in Texas and waking up in Accra with no jollof welcome party. Ghana's foreign minister says they accepted the deportees only on humanitarian principles and because they were fellow West Africans, which is a Ghanaian for, okay, only because neighbors said no. Yeah. He even said Ghana stepped in to fill in a vacuum in West Africa, which sounds noble until you realize the vacuum is full of other people's problems and probably a few lawsuits. Yeah. Meanwhile, Ghana's communication minister says the 14 migrants have since left for their home country. Just like that. 1 week they're in a US detention center, the next week they are on a bus to Nigeria. That is not deportation, that's continent hopping with layovers. Yeah. And here is the wild part. Nigeria says they were not told all this was happening. Not email, not a memo, not even a WhatsApp forward from your uncle who sends fake job offers. Nigeria basically said, wait, you send our people through Ghana like DHL Express? And this isn't just an African thing. The US also sent people to El Salvador, Panama, Costa Rica, and even Paraguay. It's like America is running a global secret Santa, except instead of gifts, they are sending human beings who asked for safety and then got turbulence. But here is where it gets darker. Many of these deportees had legal orders preventing their return because of fear of torture in their home country. Human rights experts are saying, oh, this might be illegal. Meanwhile, the US is saying, illegal? That's just a strong word for expedited. Some of these deportees said they were kept in abysmal and deplorable conditions and in straitjackets for 16 hours. 16 hours? I can't even sit through an Hollywood wedding movie without moving. Yeah. Rights groups also pointed out that many of these African countries taken in these deportees have poor human rights records themselves. Yeah, that's like escaping a burning house and jumping into a house that's on fire, but just with the better music. Oh, better music. That's a reminder. Please, can you subscribe? One lawyer said this shows extreme indifference from the US government. Honestly, at this point, extreme indifference might be the official immigration policy. Yeah. Look, Ghana meant well. They wanted to show Pan-African solidarity, but if Pan-Africanism means being the baggage claim for America's deportation program, maybe they should read the fine print first. Because right now it looks like Ghana got handed a human rights time bomb and told to babysit it while the US walked away whistling. Yeah. So here's my advice to the US government. If you want to deport people, at least send them to their actual countries. Otherwise, stop calling it deportation. Call it what it really is. Jail grass with trauma. Whatever it is. Yeah. Thank you, Ghana, for trying to help. But next time, maybe ask for return address first. This has been Let's Feed Africa. I'm Gilbert Drapari. Good night. And if you see a US military cargo plane landing near you, run. Run and don't look back. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.